After the Twin Towers fell, reconstruction efforts for the World Trade Center complex were underway. This included new buildings, a new tall tower, and a reconstruction of the PATH terminal that was destroyed. Many ideas were tossed around for the new World Trade Center building, including Donald Trump's plan to remake the towers but in gold and with updated safety features. There's also the new buildings that are currently being built, such as World Trade Center 5, so it was only natural that new ideas for the new PATH terminal would arise from the ashes of the terrorist attack. One such plan was proposed to convert the World Trade Center PATH service into the New York City subway. This is the plan to send the 6th train to New Jersey. So how would this have been done? Simply put, new tunnels would be extended beyond the loop and turn at Vesey Street, eventually coming into the new World Trade Center station with the one right on top of the 6th. Right afterwards, the 6th would go into the PATH tubes and run to Newark from there. Now the thing about this plan is, can IRT trains even fit in the PATH tunnels? And the answer is surprisingly yes, as apparently IRT trains and PATH trains are similar in size. But the most intriguing thing to me is the fact that 6 trains would be interlining with PATH service. As shown by the map shown on screen, 6 trains and PATH trains would both run together. I believe the reasoning for this is that the Port Authority probably doesn't want to give up the World Trade Center service, so they have to share tracks and compromise service patterns, meaning the 6 would interline with a mainline railroad according to this document. There have been claims that the 6 would get a boost in service, but I don't know if that works if PATH trains and 6 trains are interlining with each other. If you really wanted to improve the idea, you could just make the 6 run the entire route without any PATH service at all, but unfortunately the Port Authority would never let that happen, so this is probably why the idea was ultimately shelved. It probably would have turned the 6 into an even more crowded line than it is already, since it's basically a one-seat ride into New Jersey. But with that being said, the amount of cooperation between New York and New Jersey to even make this happen is astronomical. And adding in the fact that Port Authority would also be involved with the operations, it's not entirely surprising that this idea for the 6th train would not go on. However, it was funnily enough one of the more realistic options for the New York City subway to go into Jersey, even if it required a ton of cooperation. The infrastructure allows minimal changes for this to be made for this to work, as well as the fact that IRT and PATH train cars are similar in size. If this did happen, the 6 would probably have kept its R142s and the 5 would have gotten the R62s instead. Also, speaking of other routes, it would have been fascinating seeing how many reroutes would have been possible with this alignment. You'd have the possibility of the 2, 4, and 5 being rerouted to Jersey if something went wrong with the 6. I could totally see a 5 train being switched to provide extra service or something like that. But that's only speculation. In truth, the ramifications of such a plan going through are unpredictable and honestly quite surreal. To think there's a universe that exists where we have 2 golden twin towers with New York City subway trains running with PATH trains is kinda crazy. But that's it for this video. Thank you for watching this and I hope you liked the video. Peace.